ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा पूजिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा। सुरासुरासेवितपादपङ्कजा करे विराजत्कमनीयपुस्तका विरिञ्चिपत्नी कमलासनस्थिता सरस्वती नृत्यतु वाचि मे सदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। ॐ देवीं वाजनमजयन्त देवाः तां विश्वरूपाः पशवो वदन्ति सा नो मन्त्रेण नूर्जन्दुहाना धेनुर्वा कस्मादुदसुस्मरेतु सुमुहूर्तोऽस्तु। ॐ मेधा देवी जुषमाणा न आगात् विश्वाची भद्रासु मनस्यमाना त्वया जुष्टानुदमाना दुरुक्तां बृहद्वदेम विधते सुवीराः त्वया जुष्टऋषिर्भवति देवि त्वया ब्रह्मा गतश्रीरुतत्वया त्वया जुष्टश्चित्रं विन्दते वसुसानो जुषस्वद्रविणो न मेधे मेधां म इन्द्रो दधातु मेधां देवी सरस्वतीं मेधां मे अश्विनावुभावा धत्तां पुष्करस्रजा अप्सरासु च या मेधा गन्धर्वेषु च यन्मनः दैवी मेधा सरस्वती सा मां मेधा सुरभिर्जुषताग स्वाहा आमां मेधा सुरभिर्विश्वरूपा हिरण्यवर्णा जगती जगम्या ऊर्जस्वती पयसा पिन्वमाना सा मां मेधा सुप्रतीका जुषन्ताम् मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मयि अग्निस्तेजो दधातु मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मयीन्द्र इन्द्रियं दधातु मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मयि सूर्यो भ्राजो ददातु वाग्देव्यै च विद्महे ब्रह्मपत्नी च धीमहि तन्नो वाणी प्रचोदयात् कात्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारी धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गिः प्रचोदयात् महादेव्यै च विद्महे विष्णुपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नो लक्ष्मीः प्रचोदयात्। हरिः ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ। Start recording. Sadhana Panchakam. Vedo nityamadiyatam taduditam karma swanushtiyatam. Vedo nityamadiyatam taduditam karma swanushtiyatam. तेनेशस्य विधीयतामपचितिः काम्ये मतिस्त्यज्यताम्. तेनेशस्य विधीयतामपचितिः काम्ये मतिस्त्यज्यताम्. पापौघः परिधूयतां भवसुखे दोषोऽनुसन्धीयताम्. पापौघः परिधूयतां भवसुखे दोषोऽनुसन्धीयताम्. आत्मेच्छाव्यवसीयतां निजगृहात् तूर्णं विनिर्गम्यताम्. आत्मेच्छाव्यवसीयतां निजगृहात् तूर्णं विनिर्गम्यताम्. संगः सत्सु विधीयतां भगवतो भक्तिर्दृढाधीयताम्. संगः सत्सु विधीयतां भगवतो भक्तिर्दृढाधीयताम्. शान्त्यादिः परिचीयतां दृढतरं कर्माशु सन्त्यज्यताम्. शान्त्यादिः परिचीयतां दृढतरं कर्माशु सन्त्यज्यताम्. सद्विद्वानुपसृप्यतां प्रतिदिनं तत्पादुका सेव्यताम्. सद्विद्वानुपसृप्यतां प्रतिदिनं तत्पादुका सेव्यताम्. ब्रह्मैकाक्षरमर्थ्यतां श्रुतिशिरो वाक्यं समाकर्ण्यताम्. ब्रह्मैकाक्षरमर्थ्यतां श्रुतिशिरो वाक्यं समाकर्ण्यताम्. वाक्यार्थश्च विचार्यतां श्रुतिशिरः पक्षः समाश्रीयताम्. वाक्यार्थश्च विचार्यतां श्रुतिशिरः पक्षः समाश्रीयताम्. दुस्तर्कात् सुविरम्यतां श्रुतिमतस्तर्कोऽनुसन्धीयताम्. दुस्तर्कात् सुविरम्यतां श्रुतिमतस्तर्कोऽनुसन्धीयताम्. ब्रह्मास्मीति विभाव्यतामहरहर्गर्वः परित्यज्यताम्. ब्रह्मास्मीति विभाव्यतामहरहर्गर्वः परित्यज्यताम्. देहेऽहमिति रुज्यतां बुधजनैर्वादः परित्यज्यताम्. देहेऽहमिति रुज्यतां बुधजनैर्वादः परित्यज्यताम्. क्षुद्व्याधिश्च चिकीत्स्यतां प्रतिदिनं भिक्षौषधं भुज्यताम्. क्षुद्व्याधिश्च चिकीत्स्यतां प्रतिदिनं भिक्षौषधं भुज्यताम्. स्वाद्वन्नं तु याच्यतां विधिवशात् प्राप्तेन सन्तुष्यताम्. स्वाद्वन्नं तु याच्यतां विधिवशात् प्राप्तेन सन्तुष्यताम्. शीतोष्णादिविषह्यतां न तु वृथा वाक्यं समुच्चार्यताम्. शीतोष्णादिविषह्यतां न तु वृथा वाक्यं समुच्चार्यताम्. औदासीन्यमभीप्स्यतां जनकृपैर्नैष्ठुर्यमुत्सृज्यताम्. औदासीनम् अभीप्स्यतां जनकृपैर्नैष्ठुर्यम् उत्सृज्यताम्. एकान्ते सुखमास्यतां परतरे चेतः समाधीयताम्. एकान्ते सुखमास्यतां परतरे चेतः समाधीयताम्. पूर्णात्मासु समीक्ष्यतां जगदिदं तद्व्याधितं दृश्यताम्. पूर्णात्मासु समीक्ष्यतां जगदिदं तद्व्यादितं दृश्यतां प्राक्कर्म प्रविलाप्यताञ्चितिबलान्याप्युत्तरैश्लिष्यताम् प्राक्कर्म प्रविलाप्यताञ्चितिबलान्नाप्युत्तरैश्लिष्यताम् प्रारब्धं त्विह भुज्यतामतः परब्रह्मात्मना स्थीयताम् प्रारब्धं त्विह भुज्यतामतः परब्रह्मात्मना स्थीयताम् ओम। Okay, so last time we had seen Sadhana Panchakam. In that introduction, in the last two classes, we had seen what is Varna Vyavastha and Ashrama Vyavastha. Specifically, I just started talking about Ashrama Vyavastha more for you to understand what exactly is Brahmacharya Ashrama and Grihastha Ashrama. When we say karmas, they are not Vyavahara karmas, they are Vaidika karmas which needs to be done. And Vaidika karma will only have the right benefit of punya. The other Vyavahara karma will also have certain punya, but it will not be of that value if you put effort and spend time on Vaidika karma. Okay, so it is like, chalo theek hai, ye nahi to ye at least karo. It is that way. But clearly, the Vedas, the complete Karma Kanda, have got 5 karmas mentioned in it. The 5 karmas are Nitya Karma, Naimittika Karma, Kamya Karma, Nishiddha Karma, Prayaschitta Karma, which we have seen. First thing any person has to do is stop Nishiddha Karma. First stop Nishiddha Karma. Nishiddha Karma as mentioned in the Vedas, not Nishiddha Karma which we logically feel it is right. Which means learning of the Dharma Shastra is highly important. Okay. For example, many things what we do today will come under Nishiddha Karma. Many things what we do today, that fridge itself is a Nishiddha Karma. So you will have to first remove the fridge and throw it out of the house. It is a part of Nishiddha Karma. If you have food after about 4 hours cooked and kept in that, useless. Okay. So we have to understand it from the right perspective, why they have said at that time, why it was necessary, and how we have not changed the whole philosophy of it, the whole crux of it, but modified to adapt it to today's time. Then comes, if I do certain Nishiddha Karma due to some, what do you call, it is due to compulsion, it is not out of my wish, I am forced to do Nishiddha Karma. I am forced to do. Whatever it is, but it's a Nishiddha Karma. For example, in Adi Shankaracharya movie, you saw Kumarila Bhatta did a Nishiddha Karma of fooling the teacher, the Buddha teacher. No one came and told that you have to do Prayaschitta, but it is self-imposed morally that after what he has done, if he believes in the karma philosophy, he should also accept the Nishiddha Karma what he has done and do Prayaschitta. Because if he doesn't do it, then he is being very skewed about the karma philosophy and skewed about the Vaidika Dharma, which means it will never work. It will never work. Once you have Shraddha, you have to implicitly follow it. There is no other question to it. Either you have two choices. You can follow it or you can decide not to follow it. There is no third choice where you can decide, let me partially follow it, is it okay? Answer is, it is not okay. But I feel good or I feel guilty not doing it, so at least let me do something. You do whatever you want. From the Vedas will say, you do whatever you want. That is your freedom. Anyway, I am not compelling anything on you. So that is your choice. If you ask me, I will say this is what is to be done. If you do this, this is what it is. If you don't do this, this is what it is. If you do partially to your convenience, you decide whatever it is. I am not bothered about it. So let's be clear, when it comes to doing karma, Vaidika karmas are very specific, and these have been already, it was ingrained in the society for thousands of years. And people used to do it. And out of these karmas, there were Kamya karmas, there were Nitya karmas and Naimitika karmas. And people used to very clearly follow all the three. Okay. Only if the person does certain Nitya karma, Naimitika karma, then only he is doing Swadharma. The word Swadharma used by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita is not what we feel that, oh, my profession, let me do. Sorry. I may like it, I may not like it, but if this is what I am supposed to do, having born in that particular family and having done that particular education, then I better do it. There is no place for my desire. There is absolutely no place. मतलब खुद का desire, राग द्वेष का अस्तित्व है ही नहीं. Okay. Suppose the Vaidika karma says do that, and by chance my desire is also that, go enjoy it. But if the Vaidika karma says do that and my desire is not that, still you have to do it. Okay, there is no choice there. So there is no place at all for Raga Dvesha, because the Vaidika karma are for maturing out from your Raga Dvesha. Please understand, why are you doing karma? Karma is to mature out and get Chitta Shuddhi. If I am going to focus on my Raga Dvesha in doing that karma and making every karma as Kamya karma in the name of Nitya Naimitika karma, understand. When I say this, you have to understand it clearly. Even from today's world, you look at it. I am a part of a particular association who is there into some social service. Okay. Why did I join? To serve. Having joined that, what do I expect? Rest of the people to serve me. Think. Oh, I am the secretary of that association. They did not even mention my name. They didn't give a floral bouquet. Huh? So, why have you come? To serve. Okay. What service? Anything what is expected. झाड़ू मारने को बोला तो झाड़ू मारना है और जाना है. There is no place for our Raga Dvesha. You have a choice whether to come or not to come in that association, right? You chose to come. Then you better do whatever is told, do it and move out. Or if you have decided this is the right thing to be done for the welfare based on that association's or rules, regulation, whatever, objectives, do it. But don't expect people to serve you. Take politicians, they are supposed to serve the society. And it ends up that everyone have to keep serving them. Look at it. So, very clearly that purpose of doing that karma for a Chitta Shuddhi is lost the moment we have a wrong attitude towards the karma. The problem is not with anything but our attitude and Shraddha by which you are doing that karma and by which you have joined that. Are we able to get that? Right? Suppose I sit here and say that no, every day some people should tell one shloka about me. This sir is very good, fantastic, kya acha hai. Every day they have to keep on telling me. Is that the reason why I started the class? Think about it, na? So I should in fact keep all that aside, let's focus on what we are supposed to do in the class. Because only by that, there will be certain texts which I will like to teach, certain texts I will hate to teach because I myself am, theek hai, pasand nahi aaya. But can I drop it? Can I go as per my Raga Dvesha? No. Why did we start Sadhana Panchakam? I wanted to start Mundaka Upanishad. I called up Swamiji, he said, no, you take Sadhana Panchakam, matter ends over, start. There is no question for my choice at all here. Over. And I am so thankful that because of that, such a lot of things I learnt. Otherwise, I would not have learned that, right? Maybe later on. But he thought that is right for me and that's right for everyone, and that's how it is. So never sit and evaluate and judge why that karma is there and how is it going to benefit me. The moment you do that evaluation, then that karma, the shraddha, the phala, everything is lost. Because our mind will only see visible benefit. We will never be able to see the papa punya sitting in that. Right? Same thing is true for Nishiddha karma. What will happen? अरे इतना लोग कर रहा है, मैं भी किया तो क्या होगा? हाँ ठीक है. All are going and jumping in the well. You also jump in the well. Where is that nitya viveka wisdom? Where is that shrischa prajnancha videhi naiti? Where is that na iti only it is becoming, correct? Prajna na iti, not videhi naiti. So don't make it na iti. Make it videhi naiti. Then there is meaning in it, right? So we have to keep our ragadvesha, and that is why the structure has been so nicely given that once you are into that structure, it will not allow your ragadvesha to pop up. In case, for example, every day in our house, sweet is made for Nevedya, and I like sweet. Oh, very good. Bahut acha. But someone who does not like sweet will keep on, अरे क्या नैवेद्य में स्वीट ही रखते हो, क्या स्वीट ही रखते हो? अरे बाबा नैवेद्य के लिए रहता है, तुम्हारा टेस्ट के लिए थोड़ी रहता है. Correct? Swamiji will say, one day if you go to the temple, they will give you tirth. Another day they will give you laddu. The day they will give you tirth, you should not ask, where is the laddu today? So why did you go to the temple? For laddu. So then the purpose is lost. Right? Exactly like that. We have to understand that this structure is for us to mature out. It is not going to be for something which we are going to like. Like every children will not like to go to school, but still parents will send to the school because the school will mature them out. And slowly once you push them to the school, they start liking it in 6 months. Then every child stops crying, and then the child wants to go to school because friends are there. Like that, slowly the karma will take you ahead. Okay, just because we are grown and we have our own independent intellect to think, in front of Vaidika karmas, we are still that 4-year-old child. The teacher understands like the mother what needs to be done, will push, and we have to just do it. नहीं पसंद आए तो भी रो के करना है. Then you will start liking it. थोड़ा रो, कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. ओ भगवान क्यों मुझे इतना तकलीफ दे रहे हो? प्लीज़ रिमूव फ्रॉम दिस तकलीफ. ये महा मुसीबत क्यों मेरे से करवा रहे हो? यू गो एंड क्राई, नो प्रॉब्लम, बट डू इट. समझ में आ रहा है? ऐसा तो भगवान सुनेगा, क्योंकि कर्मा करने का टाइम तो सुनने वाला नहीं है, बिकॉज योर माइंड इज कर्सिंग हिम. एटलीस्ट व्हेन यू क्राई टू हिम, योर माइंड इज विथ हिम or with her, God will surely listen. So whichever way, karma has to be done. Matter ends. It's full stop. There is no comma or there is no question mark here. Why this procedure? Just don't ask. That is beyond your scope of even asking. What do you know about the procedure to ask whether why like this and why not like this? It's like when you go to school, do you ask why this curriculum in first standard, why this curriculum in second standard, why this curriculum in third standard? Do you ask? No. There is someone who has already completed and who knows what is the right thing at that time, so that will develop the children. That is how the karmas are defined as. Slowly that development will happen. Okay. Many people will ask hundreds of questions, and that questions become actually very irrelevant when it comes to Vedanta. Very, very irrelevant. सर ये करके ऐसा करेगा तो ये मंत्र बोलेगा तो क्या होगा, ये श्लोक बोलेगा तो क्या होगा? कुछ नहीं होगा. You just first go and do what you are supposed to do. Don't sit and ask what, why not this, why this. It doesn't help, because the more your inquisitiveness is there, the more your mind is wavered into all those things and not following it up. Which means I am pampering my mind that only when I know a logic I will follow it. That is one of the worst things. Let me tell you, till date, till this class, you have been sitting without knowing the logic why you have to learn this. Correct, na? You have been sitting and you have been understanding it, and you have been able to do it. Matter ends. So it will work. Some people it will work fast, some people it will work slow. That's all. But the path is the same. It will keep going. Yoga teachers will clearly know the moment the first 2 days, you see how the sadhaks are. Slowly after the end of the 4th week, you see how they are. Correct? Because they have got aligned and tuned. And we put the structure in such a way that they align very nicely. We help them out to align. And once they start liking it, even the worst of the asanas which they feel, oh my god, it's a pain, they'll start enjoying and doing it. Correct? So that structure is to be respected. The structure cannot be challenged. If you challenge the structure, when can you challenge? When you know it, when you have worked with it. This is not for you. Leave us. Whoever wants to do will do it. If you don't want, I don't know the meaning, I don't wish to know the meaning. I don't know why it should be done, I don't wish to know why it should be done. I know very clearly that if I take this train, sit, it will go from here to there. I need not know how the engine is connected to the wheel and what drive is used. It is immaterial for me, because that is already designed by the designer who knows what is to be designed. That's beyond my scope. I know to sit in this place, go and reach there. And that's what I will do. So if someone comes and challenges the structure, never give an answer to it, avoid it. Say if you want all these answers, better is you don't do it. You will be far better not doing it. But at the same time, what we are saying is, don't be blindly, fanatically doing it. The difference between blind, fanatic doing is, I do not even know the objective of doing it, but still I will do it. That is fanatic. I do not know the mechanism how it works. I know the objective. I know the protocol. I will follow the protocol. That process will lead to that particular objective, and hence I do it. That is more informed way of working. And that is what is expected, not blindly doing it. At the same time, the other extreme, I should know each and everything of each and, like people will ask, when you go to vidhis, you would have seen, everyone have passed through marriage. Isko idhar rakho, ye usko right side pe rakho, us cheez ko left side pe rakho, daya isko baya isme bandho. Are daya kyo, baya kyo, I am a lefty, can I do it with the other? ये सबके लिए, see, there is a vidhi. The vidhi has got, everything has got that protocol, the process has got its significance. And we cannot challenge it, neither we will understand it. Correct? And if we keep on looking at that, we will lose the main objective of doing it, right? What is the use of it? Are we able to get it? So get convinced that don't challenge that structure of it. It is meaningless. Try to understand the objective, the process, without making an error in the process, with complete mind, with your mind in it, dedication, just do it. The result will come. The result will come. Simple. Okay. So, this is what the Veda karma, the Purva Bhaga tells. That is required to keep this mind calm. Once the mind starts becoming little calm, then Upasana is the next step. Get into slowly meditation, Chitta Vishalata, Chitta Ekagrata. And after that, a guru will come, go to Veda Anta, Jnana Bhaga. Correct? Karma Kanda, Upasana Kanda, Jnana Kanda, get moksha and be free. That is the overall scheme of the subject, what Veda wants to tell. Simple. In that, there will be gradation of people with different raga, dvesha. For them, different minor changes are there. Chalo, you're a slow learner, तुम्हारे लिए ये. You're a fast learner, तुम ऐसा कर सकते हो. तुमको double promotion मिल गया. Oh, all those things within the framework, anything can happen. Okay, so do we understand this Varna system and Ashrama system, that it needs to be followed? Now, which means every person based on the Varna have been given certain do's, don'ts. Every person within the Varna at different Ashrama have been told to certain do's, don'ts. Are we able to get this complexity of this subject now? Because then the question will if the question comes that why a Kshatriya cannot do this, why only a Brahmana can do it, but that is how that it's been defined. Then only they, because their path of growth is different. That is why Swadharma changes. And when you follow the Swadharma, you will mature out in that path. Okay. Here, don't look at it as a rational that no, we are all the same human beings only. हमारा खून और उसका खून एक ही है क्या? हमारा रंग और उस, you want to talk all that? Don't even come into all these things. Then you be at that Dehatma Buddhi, Khoon, Rang and all those things. There is no Punya, Papa and other things. That means Jivatma Buddhi is not there. Forget all these things. Are you able to get it? We have to have a clear entrance gate. If you are entering into any of these Vaidika, that Dehatma Buddhi has to be reduced, come to Jivatma Buddhi. By doing the Vaidika karma, dharma gets established, you become dharmik. That is Jivatma Buddhi and not Dehatma Buddhi. Are we able to get this? So there is a need of every individual based on their intrinsic characteristic and quality, a path for them to grow, and this structure gives opportunity to everyone to grow, including what we call as Shudras, OBCs or whatever you want. Every human being gets a possibility for in this part to go ahead. Okay, clear? Many things will look illogical, but I am only saying is it's very easy to understand the Vaidika system if you look at your organizational structure. In an organizational structure, you have functions, which is the Varna system, and within the functions you have hierarchy, which is Ashrama system. Simple. How does it work? You have a Varna system and you have an Ashrama system. Within that only, you can't say a chartered accountant can become an R&D head. It doesn't work. A chartered accountant is very good in his job there. An R&D head is very good in a doctorate. He is good in that. If you interchange, what will happen? Both will not work properly. Both will not like it also to do. Right? This idea of general management, everyone having an ability to do everything, is one of the most illogical idea. That can be applied if we are saying that all of us have got equal abilities at a given point of time, which is not at all a reality. Capabilities and abilities keep growing and we build on it. Otherwise, everyone should be able to do yoga the same way, right? Correct? Across age, the same person who was doing fantastic at the age of 20, at the age of 40, thoda challenge hai. At the age of 60, theek hai, I can start moving my ankle little. बाकी का देखा जाएगा. इट्स अ प्रोजेक्ट है कि नहीं? नीचे बैठना बड़ा प्रोजेक्ट है. द राइट एज इज नोन वेर, यू नो. स्वामी जी टेल्स how much ever people will cover their external problems and show that they are young, their right age will be visible only when you ask them to climb stairs. You ask them to climb the stair, that time their age they will understand what it is, and that will tell what is your age. Initially you will run, later on एक एक पाँव उठा के रखना भी बहुत हालत खराब होता है. Yes, that is a reality. Correct? So when there is this differences, we need to catch those type of. The age of 20, I was also jumping and holding and standing outside train में बाहर लटक के. अभी ट्रेन का अंदर पाँव रखने को डर लगता है, प्लेटफॉर्म में जाने को डर लगता है. It's a reality, isn't it? So with time, with age, with some maturity, with some experience, all things change. The ability, appetite to take risk changes. Right? So for each of them, this path gives a very nice way to go ahead, and that is why those things have to be done at that age, so that then things move much easier. Clear? Good. With this background, if we have understood Varna and Ashrama, and we are not going to challenge the basics of Varna and Ashrama, we will go ahead. Why this, if you ask me, I will only give one answer out of syllabus. Any question asked on why karma kanda, why like this, why like that, why not like that, out of syllabus. If you ask me how this will help me to mature, there is a chance to look at it, because now we are looking at objective. Correct? So two things which is to be clear. Look whether it has an objective. Look if it has got a process. Can I follow the process, achieve the objective to the best of my ability, with the right intent and attitude, with complete shraddha and attitude, not with a challenge. Then karma kanda works. It works clearly. Okay, good. With this, we will get into the actual text of Sadhana Panchakam. You can repeat with me, after me. Vedo nityamadhiyatam, Vedo nityamadhiyatam, taduditam karma swanushtiyatam, taduditam karma swanushtiyatam, teneshasya vidhiyatam apachitih kamye matistyajyatam, teneshasya vidhiyatam apachitih kamye matistyajyatam, papaugah paridhuyatam bhavasukhe doshonusandhiyatam, papaugah paridhuyatam bhavasukhe doshonusandhiyatam, atmecha vyavasiyatan nijagrihat turnam vinirgamyatam, atmecha vyavasiyatan nijagrihat turnam vinirgamyatam. Okay, so this first shloka, as mentioned, Adi Shankara has given this as a very gist of the whole Vaidika activities. There are 41 activities mentioned in this, and in a sequence that if you follow each of them properly, you will be, the chances of you becoming mukta are very, very high. Secondly, the first two are talking about brahmacharya, grihastha, vanaprastha, sannyasa, straight. Then in sannyasa ashrama, what all you have to do? Correct? Jnana, that means karma upasana followed by jnana. And jnana sadhanani. Upasana sadhanani, jnana sadhanani, vyavahara sadhanani, how to be in this world. So various things have been told, and it can get very nicely connected. There is a sequence to it. Secondly, we have to understand that as per our Dharma Shastras, even Manusmriti mentions this, sannyasa ashrama eligibility is only for a Brahmana. A Brahmana alone can take sannyasa. The other three varnas, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, cannot take sannyasa. Okay, so a Brahmana has got 4 ashramas, a Kshatriya has got 3 ashramas, which is Brahmacharya, Grihastha and Vanaprastha, which I had mentioned earlier also. A Vaishya has got 2 ashrama, Brahmacharya and Grihastha ashrama, and a Shudra has got 1 ashrama, which is only Grihastha ashrama. That is how this has been very clearly structured. Anyone who is following that protocol and doing in each of the ashrama what they are supposed to do as per the varna, that is called Swadharma. What is Swadharma? Understanding what are my duties, which has been ordained based on my varna and my ashrama, whatever duties have been ordained by Shruti and Smriti, when I follow it, keeping my raga dvesha away with implicit bhakti and shraddha that it is for my maturity, following that is called swadharma. Okay, and in Bhagavad Gita very clearly Krishna says swadharmamapi cha vekshya na vikampitum arhasi. Correct? And he gives a statement to clarify that dharmyadhi yuddhat shreyo anyat kshatriyasya na vidyate swadharmam apicha avekshya na vikampitum arhasi. You have to follow your swadharma, Arjuna. Why? Dharmyadhi yuddhat shreyaha anyat. In a dharma yuddha, there is nothing which is more shreyas than a dharma yuddha. Especially for a kshatriya, if you don't participate in a dharma yuddha, then what is the use of you being a kshatriya? The purpose of you taking birth in a kshatriya family and being a kshatriya and taught to be a kshatriya is completely lost. Correct? So that is swadharma. Why? Arjuna thought that he can leave everything and run away to Himalayas. That is not swadharma. Correct? In the 18th chapter he says, Yuddhe chapyapalayanam. You should not run away from Yuddha. A kshatriya can never run away from Yuddha. He is not a kshatriya. Okay? So clearly swadharma are, and for a brahmana, what is the swadharma? Yajanam, yajanam, danam, pratigrahanam, shiksha, that is shiksham, shikshanam, learning, teaching. Yajanam, yajanam, doing yajna karmas, conducting and performing yajna karmas for others. Danam, pratigrahanam, giving danam, accepting danam. 6 jobs, matter ends, everything should fit into this. Okay, for a kshatriya, what it is? Taking care of kshatriyas. You want to know what is kshatriyas? Is 18th chapter. Open 18th chapter, you will see it. I will tell you, I think 30 or 40. You had seen this before?
43.
Anyone remembers? Have you seen this before?
Dakshyam Upalayanam.
41. ब्राह्मण क्षत्रिय विशाम शूद्राणांच परंतपा कर्माणि प्रविभक्तानि स्वभाव प्रभवैर्गुणैः. Based on their swabhava and guna, these are the karmas which have been told for brahmana, kshatriya, vaishya and shudra. Okay, first is brahmana karma. Shamo damastapa shaucham kshantirarjamavevacha jnanam vijnanamastikyam brahma karmam swabhavajam. Okay, that should become his character. What? Shamaha, damaha, tapaha, shaucham, kshanti, arjavam, jnanam, vijnanam, astikyam. Okay, then what is kshatriya dharma? Shauryam tejo dhritir dakshyam yuddhe chapyapalayanam danamishwara bhavascha kshatrang karma swabhavajam. What is that? Shauryam, tejaha, dhritihi, dakshyam, yuddhecha, api, apalayanam. Yuddhecha, apalayanam. Danam, ishwara bhavaha is kshatra karma. Clear? What is vaishya karma? Krishi gaurakshya vanijyam Vaishya karma swabhavajam. Krishi, farming. Okay, Gau Rakshanam, Vanijyam. Okay, this is Vaishya karma. And what is Shudra karma? Paricharyatmakam karma Shudrasyapi swabhavajam. Paricharyatmakam. Serving the other three is Shudra's job. Okay. Swe swe karmani abhirataha samsiddhim labhate naraha. See, your own individual karma, you cannot say that, Are, mine is so stupid job, your job is so good. No. Why that? Why did you get that particular janma? Because of your karma phala. If you have to exhaust your prarabdha and exhaust your papa karma or punya karma, you have to experience the sukha dukkham in that particular swadharma which has been ordained to you. You have no point, you can't just change just because saying that no, I have a capability. No, you can't do it. Okay. Swakarma niratam siddhihi yatha vindati tachrunu. You will get siddhi in doing swadharma. That means a Shudra doing Shudra karma will get some siddhi. Okay, no one is telling only it is for Brahmanas. No. Swakarma niratam samsiddhi. If you do that properly, you will get siddhi in doing that swadharma. Okay. Yatah pravritti bhutanam yena sarvam idam tadam swakarmana tam abhyarchya siddhim vindati manava. How many shlokas he is told only on swadharma. Only when that structure is maintained, the society and everyone will have a chance to grow. If the structure is collapsed like the structure today, what structure is maintained? Money makes the mayor go, paisa feko, tamasha dekho. That is the structure you have today, right? If the person has money, you will make him sit on the head and he will become God. That is what it is. Where is the structure? There is no structure, right? Good. Shreyan swadharmo vigunaha paradharma swanushtitaha swabhava niyatam karma. Earlier the same shloka had come. Swadharme nidhanam shreyaha, there it is told. Even if you die by doing swadharma, which is a very mean job. Consider Raja Harishchandra had to do a very mean job. And even if he dies in that, it is much more shreyas than doing paradharma, some other dharma. Do you understand? So first thing is, never ever say that this job is useless, this job is boring. No. It is there to remove you out of your raga dvesha, so every job is good. My outlook is boring, so you change your outlook towards the job. The job is not boring. Correct? The same repetition every day I have to do. Yes, you have to do. Don't you brush your teeth every day? Yes. Don't you take bath every day? Yes. Same way you have to do certain things. How much ever you dislike it, you have to do, which means better learn to like it. That choice you have. Don't crib that I dislike it. That choice you don't have. Because the more you crib, the more papam is coming. Think about it. The more you crib and do it, that much more papam is coming. So, if I don't do it, papam. If I do it with cribbing, papam. So, best is what? काढ़ा पी लो और अच्छा बच्चा जैसा करके आ जाओ. You can wink at God and say, अच्छा है, you are playing with me na, I will also fool you. I will start enjoying it. That you can tell. I will fool you by enjoying it. You can wink at God, do it and come. But you have no other option. समझ में आ रहा है? These are toughness which brings in life. And these toughness, if we put, it is very good. That is called tapas. What is tapas? This is tapas. What I don't like, still I do it with a positive mind, is tapas. Getting it? Chalo. Good. Right. Now we will go to the first sentence, and that starts with Vedo Nityam Adhiyatam. Vedadhyayanam. Adhyayanam means to learn. Adhiyatam. You should learn. So which means this is, see, if it considers that all among all the varnas, if it is taken as an example Brahmana, then it will fit for everyone. So this is considering a Brahmana, everything is there. So the others will have to fit based on their dharma and take it ahead, right? So Vedo Nityam Adhiyata. Every day you should learn, you should practice. Now what does Vedo Nityam Adhiyata? Adhyayanam of Veda means two things to it. Veda Adhyayanam, Veda Anga Adhyayanam, Veda Bhaga Adhyayanam. What are Vedangas? Come on, someone should tell me now. What are Vedangas? What are Vedangas?
Siksha, Vyakaran.
Do your Swadharma.
So,
Learn. Shiksha, Kalpo, Vyakaranam, Niruktam, Chandas, Jyotisham. No, याद नहीं है. सुना है किधर तो, कभी तो. Shiksha, phonetics. Kalpaha, the protocol, the procedure, various procedures. One is science of phonetics. If you want to learn Vedas, you should know the science of phonetics. Shiksha Shastram. In that, what all are there? Shiksham Vyaakhyasyamaha Varnaswaraha Matrabalam Samasantanaha. 6 things are there in Shiksha Shastram. So all the 6 have to be learned. That is how to chant, the rules of chanting. Then, is the chanting enough? Kalpaha, how to use it. Gun mila, bullet mila, बस हुआ क्या? बुलेट को डालने को नहीं आया, ट्रिगर दबाने को मालूम नहीं है, सबसे बस तो डायरेक्शन मालूम नहीं, उल्टा रख के मारा तो गया. Correct? So the protocol, what you need to follow when situations are different, what protocol to follow. देवी पूजा रहेगा तो क्या करने का, श्राद्ध रहेगा तो क्या करने का. See, you cannot do same thing on the other day also, right? So that is called kalpa, protocols. So if anyone has questions on kalpa, he will say go and check Kalpa Shastra. It will give you. Your questions will be answered, but you should have the patience to go and learn that. Right? So Shiksha, Kalpa. Third is Vyakaranam. Grammar. Without grammar, clean bold in Sanskrit. So if you want to understand the Vaidika meaning, the Veda meaning, the detail, the crux of it, if you want to enjoy it, you should have some knowledge of grammar, not a detailed in-depth knowledge. So Veda, Anga, grammar is also taught. It's a part of the Vedas. Anga. Then Niruktam, etymology. What is etymology? Not contextual meaning. It is called Pratipadikam. From where that word comes out. What is the root word?
etymology.
Once you know the root word meaning, from there, how it has formed and how did this final form come. So with the context, that meaning which will fit. Suppose there are 10 meanings for a particular word coming from various roots. Which one will fit to the context then? Something like thesaurus, something like its etymology. How did that word, how to give the right meaning in that context? Right? Then Chandas, meter, how to chant it. Correct? One is intonation, second is Chandas, in what meter to chant it. Where to take breaks. You can't be taking breaks wherever you want. Right? Then, see, one of the standard mistakes This is the time I think I should tell about that. Vishnu Sahasranam. Vedas Shastrani Vijnanam Makrodo Nachamatsariyam. Hmm. 105. Yajna Vridyajna Kridyajni Yajna Bhugyajna Sadhanaha. Correct? Yajnanta Kridyajna Guhya Manna Mannada Evacha. How do you break it? So people will look at the book. If you don't know the meaning, you say Manna Mannada Evacha.
It is Annam Mannad.
Annam Mannade.
Every day I hear
Manna.
this. Manna Mannada. Are there? What is Manna Mannada Evacha?
No, it is Annam Mannad.
Yajnantakrit yajna guhyam annam annada. Annam annada evacha. So if I don't know that, I will say manna annada only, right? Do you understand? So where to break it properly? There are so many such places, especially when ma comes. Annam annada. Annam annada. So everyone will say manna annada evacha. Yeah. Because manna annada is very easy to say. I can see smiles now. That is why I said at right time if you remove it, then it will sit. But first make mistake. Then correction becomes easy. No, I will learn perfectly right, then only I will chant. It will never happen. गिरो पानी में, थोड़ा पानी पियो, फिर स्विमिंग धीरे धीरे आएगा. साइकिलिंग स्विमिंग में बिना पानी पिए बिना गिरे कोई सीखा नहीं है अभी तक. सेम वे चैंटिंग में बिना गलती किए कोई नहीं सीखेगा. सो मेक मिस्टेक, लर्न. इफ यू हैव अ लाइकिंग टू इट, देन करेक्शन बिकम्स इजी. राइट? चलो, गुड. सो वेदो नित्यम अधीयताम. कमिंग बैक, वेदा, whichever Veda you belong to, Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharva Veda, that the recension which you belong to, that Veda you have to learn. Along with that, you have to learn the Veda Anga. I am a Krishna Yajurvedi, I have to learn Krishna Yajurveda. I am a Krishna Yajurvedi, but I learn Rig Veda. No use. No use. I have to learn mine. Then I have a choice. If I want, I can learn another. Not at the cost of mine. Okay? I am born in Krishna Yajurveda, so I have to learn Krishna Yajurveda. Then, if time permits, if I have a liking, I can learn Shukla Yajurveda. I can learn, like that I can learn all the 4 Veda and I will be called as Chaturvedi. If I learn 3 Vedas, I am called Trivedi. If I learn 2 Vedas, I am called Dvivedi. Now you understand how these names have come. And understanding these names with the context is called what? Niruktam. Do you understand Vedanga now? Dvivedi, Trivedi. What did we do? Oh, Trivedi. Oh, he has learned 3 Vedas. We made a logical analysis of that word Trivedi, rather than blindly taking it as a word now. Okay, so it is a title which has come to the person, which has later on become surname. Title has got transformed to surname. Only one person would have learned all the 3 Vedas in that family. उसके बाद पूरा सब लोग ने वो नाम रख दिया. शास्त्री is a title. जो शास्त्र सीखा है वो शास्त्री है. अभी का शास्त्री will not even know anything of शास्त्र, फिर भी शास्त्री बोल के चलेगा. And further, you know, my grandfather, he was such a big pandit and I do not know anything about it. I continue to tell manna manna de vacha. क्या फायदा हुआ? There is no, see, the point is don't take glory about who has already done and gone. You should feel that if you have been born in such a family, did I do something to at least upkeep that? That is a bigger thing. Then Swadharma works. Correct? So Vedo Nityam Adhiyatam, back to Swadharma. You have to learn. There is no other option than that, right? So Vedo Nityam Adhiyatam, learn the Vedas, learn the Vedangas, and also learn the Veda Bhaga, Samhita Bhaga, Brahmana Bhaga, Aranyaka Bhaga, Upanishad Bhaga. All this we have told earlier. Now it's up to you all to connect. Okay, ये नहीं समझ में आए तो I will not explain again and again the same thing. It will not move ahead. So Vedo Nityam Adhiyatam is a big, in that one word, yes, encompassed a lot of learning. That means you have to be everyday learner. A proper formal learning in your life should be there. Your studentship will never stop till you, either your ears, eyes, something stop working. Till that you will be a student always. Learn. Not learning from life. That anyway will happen. But a proper formal learning, giving quality time, sitting in front of a live teacher and learning. Okay, so learning is important. Correct? Then comes taduditam. Having learnt, and once I have the knowledge what I have learned the meaning of it. See, not in detail, huh? Certain things, how it goes. If you have to learn and understand meaning of everything, then one life is not enough. So what we say, there are certain portions which you learn by heart. There are certain portions which are explained and an overall scheme of things have been told. Like for example, in Vedanta we start telling you this is the overall scheme. First is jnana, karma, then upasana, then jnana. So that overall scheme, but in detail you will not go. So understand the overall scheme, right? And then with that in the mind, I want to achieve that, enter the next ashrama. Considering where your final destination at the end of that ashrama is going to be there, start getting into that ashrama. Don't enter the ashrama without any objective. Then you will get stuck in that ashrama. See, when you are into a brahmacharya ashrama, what is in your mind? What is the objective? For learning for what? Go. There is a latent objective which is sitting. Everyone will say learning which will come into the mouth. Why do you enter brahmacharya ashrama?
Fulfill all your kama.
Can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Basically experience all your kamya karmas and mature out of that.
For that you enter brahmacharya ashrama.
No, for learning. Brahmacharya, I meant grihastha. Brahmacharya learning.
No, so why do you, what is the objective in brahmacharya ashrama?
To learn and to teach.
वो सब बात बोलने के लिए.
To learn.
Learn for what?
The Vedas.
For what?
To lead a dharmic life.
All that is cock and bull story. Oh, sab, don't give me theoretical answers. No. Simple. Why did you go and study in the school? Although
to understand your interest, the path you want to follow for
means what?
All the options available.
Oh, chodo. But after that, what are you going to get?
To learn and
eligible in grihastha. To get eligible.
Not like a user manual.
Oh, manual bola to. I went to the school for what?
To get the earning capacity. That is the answer.
कुछ नहीं, सीधा पैसा के लिए यार नौकरी बनते है कि नहीं? I want to earn, that is why I have to learn. It's a simple logic. That is how all the parents also say. अरे तुम फेल होते रहेगा तो कौन तुमको नौकरी देगा? नौकरी नहीं मिला तो कौन शादी करेगा? The next goal is already kept in front of you. Yes or no? Don't get into very theoretical. Be very practical here. So that means your eye is already into the next ashrama. In Brahmacharya ashrama, your eye is already in Grihastha ashrama. That I want to get into Grihastha ashrama or I want to get into sannyasa, whichever, doesn't matter. But the objective is to go to the next ashrama. You are sitting with that in the mind and that's how you are learning. That is the motivation for it to learn. And when you enter Grihastha ashrama, what becomes the objective? I never should leave this Grihastha ashrama. अच्छा घर बसाना है और वो घर में बसून राहायचं. घर बसाना है म्हणजे घरात बसून राहायचं. सोचो. Correct? We were so intelligent in Brahmacharya ashrama. How mandabuddhi we become when you enter Grihastha ashrama. That I want to be here only and never leave this. Only when we have a goal to leave Grihastha ashrama, you will make it meaningful. Think now. When you enter 10th standard, what is there in your mind? When can I throw all this uniform and go to the college in? Yes or no? Correct? One of the motive apart from studies is, अरे यार वो college में मस्त है यार. I can wear whatever I want and go. एकदम JJ school बोलेगा तो fantastic यार. Wow. ये किधर तुम ज्ञान साधना का बात करते हैं? But if I want JJ school, I have to get that many marks. चल उसके लिए तो marks लेके आओ. Be practical. See, all these desires are there in everyone's mind, right? Same way, when you enter Grihastha ashrama, the only thing in everyone's mind is घर बसाना है. आणि बसून गेले सगळे. Because that is a never-ending job. It is never thought that I should quickly do what best I can and move out from here. Correct? This is where we get stuck. We have to enter Grihastha ashrama that I will go to Vanaprastha. What is Vanaprastha? Not physically going to the forest. No. I get into Grihastha ashrama where I am the karta, the doer. I see a benefit. I am the enjoyer. There is a family who is dependent on me. I will immediately complete my whatever is required as my duties in that, finish it at the earliest and get relieved out of it so that I can get into Vanaprastha for reviewing what my goal in life is. And this is the biggest problem because people do not have a goal that they are going to retire. What? Think about it. How many people when they join jobs earlier and all, it used to be one job. Or how many people at the age of 45 to 50, what is there in the mind? कैसा भी तो 60 तक इधर निकल जाने का. Yes or no? Don't you have an objective? Clear objective. लेकिन the day of retirement में हाथ में मिल गया सब कुछ. Provident fund का चेक मिल गया, सब कुछ मिल गया, सुपर एनुएशन मिल गया, वो 50 साल के लिए वॉच भी दे दिया. सगळे मिळाले, आता काही नाही आहे. Tomorrow if you go there, you have to also make an entry, visitor entry. आता काय करायचं? Let me think. And on the last day while giving that, before that the manager will call. You know, you are so nice, especially for you. We can give you projects for another 2 years. Very good. So I am busy now. It will keep me busy. I am not interested in the money. It will keep me busy. Is it true or are you fooling yourself? That means I want to be in Grihastha ashram only. Think about it. I am not interested to move out of it. See, as Vedanta students, we have to think. You may like it or you may not like it, but at least give a thought to it. You decide what you want. No one is going to change that. But think. How long? Before this, when we learned Bhajagovindam, Yavad vitto parjana saktaha tavan nija parivaro raktaha. That is what is working. If I don't go out with a dabba in the morning, मेरा वैल्यू और झाड़ू का वैल्यू घर में एक जैसा ही रहेगा. है कि नहीं? आई नीड टू कीप माई वैल्यू, उसके लिए तो बाहर जाके आना बनता है. आई हैव टू कीप अर्निंग. I have to show to the world that I am not useless. Absolutely wrong. Think. Having wasted time in not in the right focus, I have gone into Grihastha Ashrama and completed in the name of duty so many things. But forgetting the whole purpose of this human life, should not I quickly come back to this when I get an opportunity? Or should I be stuck into the same thing? Correct? I love to be always around with jackfruits, cut jackfruits. सब जगह चिपकते रहेगा. Very good. Never come out of it. Silkworm na, make a cocoon around you and die inside that. Above that we will all the more. I'll tell you the biggest stupidity which we tell. With all my life earnings, I bought this house. I have only one wish. I should die in this house only. Very good. Moodha jahihi dhanagama trishna. Moodha, mahamoodha. Yes or no? Think. Why after Bhajagovindam now you take Sadhana Panchakam, we understand it clearly. Once you are told that is Muda, or if you are going to continue that, it is meaningless. It is required as a means for me to go ahead. ठीक है, हो गया, बच्चे लोग हो गया, उनका पढ़ाई हो गया, तुम जाने जो करने का है करो. 2 वक्त का रोटी के लिए some money is there. I don't mind sitting in an ashram or at home. मेरे को 2 वक्त का रोटी दे दो. Let me go back to my learning, my meditation, my chanting. Some work I can do. If I am helpful to you, good. Don't trouble me. I will not trouble any one of you. Matter ends. That is vanaprastha. Being a paying guest in your house is vanaprastha. Do we literally know what is a paying guest? Isn't the paying guest involved completely witnessing everything what is happening in the house? Does the paying guest have any say in it? But if asked for help, cannot the paying guest help? You know, a person, that is how Acharya beautifully says, a person who is there at the joining of the inside and outside, घर का अंदर भी नहीं बाहर भी नहीं, जो बीच में खड़ा है ना, वो घर का अंदर का मजा भी ले सकते हैं और बाहर का नज़ारा भी देख सकते हैं, है कि नहीं? जो घर का अंदर है वो बाहर नहीं देख सकता है, जो घर का बाहर है वो घर का अंदर नहीं देख सकता है, लेकिन जो बीच में खड़ा है, हम बोलते हैं ना, न घर का न घाट का, that is actually the right place. Whenever you want, you can slip little inside. Whenever you want, you can slip out little. You have that flexibility. Learn to always be in that place. Don't go physically and open the door and stand there. सब लोग इमीडिएटली हॉस्पिटल फोन करेगा, पागल हो गया, इसको लेके जाओ बोल के. ऊपर से बोलोगे दिन वेदांता सर टोल्ड, तो मेरे को भी साथ में एक बेड बुक हो जाएगा. टेक केयर ऑफ दैट. आई एम सेइंग, डोंट गो लिटरली. Understand that where we have to be. Correct? Learn to give it up. Give. लेके किधर जाने वाला है? Correct? That means the moment 50 आया तो start thinking how to give and feel secure rather than feeling insecure. What is a natural process? Vriddhastavat chintasaktaha. You know, naturally as my age grows, chinta will come. I will be worried about me, then my wife or husband, then my children, then my grandchildren. पूछने का ही नहीं. Ask all the grandfathers. They are very grandmothers and grandfathers waiting. Why? Jackfruit, stronger, very strong. प्रिंसिपल से ज़्यादा इंटरेस्ट का ऊपर आँख है. सोचो, That means how strong is my raga dvesha? Did karma kanda help me in grihastha ashrama to mature out from my raga dvesha? It actually pulled me in. So it is useless. Do we understand? The ashrama was not useless. My attitude to look into that ashrama was wrong. I had a wrong outlook when I lived in that ashrama. Even now, nothing is gone wrong. Make up your mind how much to get in, because when to and how much to get out again is in your hand. You can very easily just close your eyes, ears, and जो चल रहा है चलने दो. सिंपल है, बिल्डिंग में रह रहा है, ऊपर का घर पे झगड़ा हो रहा है, चिल्ला रहा है. Unless things starts, बर्तन वर्तन बाहर फ्लाइंग सॉसर जैसा नहीं आया, you may not go, you will just leave it there. भाई ठीक है, they will settle. बट थोड़ा ज़्यादा हुआ तो someone will go, भाई देखो ठीक है. Like that, अपना घर पे can't you see the same thing? सर्वत्रैषा विहिता रीति की, यही तो आचार्य ने बोला, हर घर घर की बात यही है. कुछ अलग होने वाला है क्या? सॉसर अलग रहेगा. एक ही काम करने का, वो टाइम पे हेलमेट डाल के बैठ जाने का. टेक केयर ऑफ योर हेड. बाकी फ्लाइंग सॉसर चलते रहने दो. मेक सेंस? दैट इज व्हाट इज कॉल्ड बीइंग अ पेइंग गेस्ट इन योर हाउस. तीखा हुआ, नमक ज्यादा गिरा एक दिन, भगवान का सामने आंख मार के बोलो आज अच्छा है, यू आर प्लेइंग विथ मी नाइसली. आज ज़्यादा जल रहा है पेट, लेकिन अंदर जाके नहीं बोलने का. नो, in fact it should come the other way. Oh, it was so salty, why you didn't tell? Then it is very tasty. I am talking specific when you come to the age that you are now the father-in-law or mother-in-law and you are talking to your daughter-in-law. That time you are telling, no, food is very good. This is what is required. Vanaprastha is that I have a shelter. I have someone to feed me 2 times. Basic things are taken care. That's it. That maturity on mind should come. I am contented with that. Vanaprastha. In your house you can be perfect Vanaprastha. That means तुम घर का अंदर रह के भी तुम घर का बाहर हो. Whenever you want, बंद करो दरवाजा. Whenever you want, you open it and see. That is being in and being out. समझ में आ रहा है? ना तो आया खेलने को, अच्छा से खेलो उसके साथ, टाइम निकालो. कुछ मदद करने का, चलो थोड़ा भाजी वाजी लेके आने का, ठीक है भाई, जैसा मनते तुमको जो मनते है लेके आएगा. कुछ भाजी कट करके देना है, कट करके दे दो. Not as you want, as they want. Big difference here. Learn to be a true servant there, because then it is service to the Lord. Then only it is serving the Lord. The moment you look, that is where Vanaprastha starts working. True Vanaprastha starts working, and you start enjoying it. The moment you drop your raga dvesha and you start living for the way they want it, just do it and give, and after that back to your work. Don't keep on saying that I want to see this channel in the TV. अरे आप लोग को यही चैनल देखने का, मेरे लिए एक छोटा टीवी लेके आओ. ये क्या है भाई? मेरा कान सुनता नहीं है. Get one machine. Why? Then only I can hear what all you are telling about me. Be thankful to God. अच्छा है, now I don't have to hear. वो भी गया. I have more time for going inward. Pratyahar is happening by naturally. Correct? Vedo nityam adhiyatam. We are not deviating from that topic. That ashrama should really help. That is where that swadharma starts working perfectly. Correct? Tad uditam karma swanushthiyatam. Whatever is swadharma coming out of what you have learnt in the Vedas, understood the meaning, understood the Vedangas, then you know what is your karma in Grihastha Ashrama. For what? Quickly finishing that and moving out. Suppose someone says that I can retire from all this at the age of 50. Very good. Vanaprastha at 50. Very good. Vanaprastha at 45. Fantastic. Not people as they say in IT industry that I will retire in the age of 45 and take that money and start the new business. That is not retirement. Retirement is really retirement. Retiring what is called money. No, I don't need the money now. I've seen enough of it. No material, no money. Clear? Taduditam karmasu anushthiyata. What is anusthana? Anusthana means what? Implicitly follow. Implicitly follow. No question. Full shraddha. No question on it. Why this? It is for my good. I will just do it. I have that shraddha that it is for my good. I will do it. Kada diya to bhi, I know my mother will give me the right thing only for my health. Mujhe pasand nahi hai, still I will have it. Exactly like that. Veda Mata has given me this karma which I am supposed to do. These karma which I am not supposed to do. I will not do those. I will do this and I will do. That is called Vidhi Nishedaha. Do's and don'ts given by the Vedas, the Shastra, I will follow it implicitly. What is told to me, not someone else's, not using my own logic, not using my ragadvesha. Clear? इतना करो तुमको सन्यासा मिल जाएगा मैं बोलता हूँ. इतना भी अगर हम किया ना, we are equivalent to sannyasis. Being in this house, being in this society, you don't need to go out to any ashram to take sannyasa. Correct? Vedo nityamadiyatam taduditam karmasu anushtiyatam. Clear? Are we clear? Now what type of karmas will come? When they say do karmas, what type of karmas will come? No. Sakama karma will come and Nishkama karma will come. That is the first. Sakama karma and Nishkama karma. Karmas which I desire and karmas where I don't have any desire. You know, when we go through Shastras, there are variations in interpretations of Sakama karma and Nishkama karma also. You'll be surprised, Are, how can this be? In Bhagavad Gita, there are two margas which have been told as Pravritti Marga and Nivritti Marga. Pravrittincha, Nivrittincha. You remember which chapter? Tell me. Pravritti Marga and Nivritti Marga.
Sir, 15th chapter.
17.
15th.
19th chapter. Comes in the 19th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita.
Third chapter, sir.
Yes, third chapter. Karma bolega to how can you go after 6? First logic, this is where we should know how to apply basic logic. Prathama Shatkam will only talk about me, right? Me, my karma. Where is the point in going somewhere else? Maximum we can go to 18th chapter because that is a concise summary of everything. So first 6 will also come later. Third chapter. What is the question Arjuna asked?
What is good for me?
No, what is the question asked? Read it. Arjuna Vacha.
Adha ken priyuktoyam.
No. That is Papam Charati. No, wrong. Starting of third chapter it is. Jayasi chet karmanaste mata buddhir janardana tatking karmani ghore mam niyojayasi keshava vyamishreneva vakyena buddhim mohayasi vame tadekam तदेकं वद निश्चित्य येन श्रेयोहमाप्नुयात्. You first decide and tell me one thing which is going to give me Shreyas. And for which Bhagavan starts what? Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Lokesmin Dvividha Nishta Pura Prokta Mayanaga Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam Karma Yogena Yoginam. Are you able to get this? Two paths, Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga. That means Pravritti Marga and Nivritti Marga. Jnana Yoga is Nivritti Marga, Karma Yoga is Pravritti Marga. Correct? Now, this becomes very clear. Pravritti Marga is Brahmacharyam, Grihastha-ashrama, Vanaprastha, Sannyasa. Nivritti Marga is Brahmacharya, Sannyasa. Correct? This is what is the meaning which we looked in Bhagavad Gita. The same Pravritti and Nivritti Marga is defined by Yajnavalkya differently. And he says, Sakama Karma is Pravritti Marga, Nishkama Karma is Nivritti Marga. Think about it. Here there is no Sakama Karma at all. Do you understand? But he says, in Grihastha Ashrama, if I am doing Sakama Karma, it is called Pravritti Marga. In the same Grihastha Ashrama, if I do Nishkama Karma, it becomes Nivritti Marga. Why? I get better ability, Sadhana Chatushtayam. With better ability, Jnanam will come. With better Jnanam, what will come? Moksham will come. That is why it is Nivritti Marga. So that is a practical instruction manual which he is giving. Instead of taking two extreme steps, in the given Grihastha Ashrama itself, you can decide Pravritti Marga and Nivritti Marga. Think, that option is now available. Am I doing it only for my family or can I extend it? More beneficiaries. Automatically it becomes Nivritti Marga. Getting it? So, the more we understand our karma, what we need to do in that particular ashrama, then we do it implicitly without challenging it, with Shraddha and consistently. ऐसा नहीं 4 दिन करने के बाद चलो यार आज बोर मार रहा है. That is why the best example is brushing your teeth. Don't you do it implicitly every day? Exactly like that. That what you are going to do very regularly, which is beneficial to many, not just for your own desire, that is called Nitya Karma. Nitya Karma. Nitya Karma is not Sakama Karma. Nitya Karma is Nishkama Karma. I pray people should be happy. Nishkama Karma. I pray that everyone should get food. Nishkama Karma. I do something by which more people are benefited. Nishkama Karma. If one day I am not able to do it, I don't fret and fume for it. Then becomes Sakama, it has become my habit. Doing Nishkama Karma becomes a habit. You should learn also to drop it. Aaj nahi hua, theek hai. I tried, nahi hua. Are we able to get it? Don't forget, it is for cleaning up our mind, our Raga Dvesha. Don't do anything by which you are actually losing that crux of it. Once you keep that crux, everything will fit. So you have Nitya Naimittika Karma, which is called as Vihita Karma, Vidhi, Vihita Karma, which you have to do for more beneficiaries on a regular period of time, and that is Nishkama Karma. Sakama Karma reduce, Nishkama Karma increase. At the age of 20, 25 when you are married, Sakama Karma increases a lot. Kamya Karma. At the age of 50, if you still say I want kamya karma, then there is something wrong. Then there is something wrong. Learn to do nishkama karma. Mature out of kamya karma. And you will mature out only when you know 3 problems with kamya karma. What are the 3 problems? Bandhakatvam, dukkhamishritatvam, atriptikaratvam. Are you able to get this now? How nicely the scheme goes. That means in Vanaprastha you are cutting off these 3. Only those karmas you will do where you can cut off these 3 very easily. Never get into bandhakatvam. Natu, sun, pora bala, sage. Why? Bandhakatvam comes, the next immediately sitting is atriptikaratvam. And if tripti is not there, dukkha is 100% sitting with it. Dukkha mishritatvam, very clearly. Correct? One day the Natu does not look at you and smile. Over, my day is gone off. Din bhar yehi, I will not do that much Sahasnama Archana of Vishnu, that much of Natu. What happened? Why did it happen? Full how many hours I will spend in that. And I will be waiting when that person will come and first ask him, are you angry with me? Till that I will not eat food. Think how much we get stuck. So, that is something which we should learn to first stop that. It is an ongoing thing. Hasa, ne hasa, no problem. No problem. Correct. Good. So, taduditam karmasu anushtiyatam. Whatever is my vihita karma, I do more and more and start achieving chitta shuddhi. Are you able to understand Grihastha Ashrama? What is the job here? What is the objective here? To go, first is do whatever the karma has been told by the dharma, swadharma, do it very clearly as starts with sakama, reduce the sakama to move to nishkama karma. Then the next question comes, how to do nishkama karma? Only 2 answers for it. First thing is, do it that every karma whatever is coming, which I am supposed to do is for Ishwararpana Buddhi. And whatever result comes is Ishwara Prasada. Automatically everything starts working then properly. Which means my association with family was very high in Grihastha Ashrama. My association with replacing the whole family with one Ishvara has to start increasing. समझ में आ रहा है? उसका गांठ को टाइट बांधो, बाकी सब गांठ अपने आप निकल जाएगा, लूज हो जाएगा. Tighten the knot with Ishvara, the other knot will not work. It will start loosening by itself. Are we able to get this logic? Correct? पहला लाइन में क्या क्या बोल के बैठ गया देखो. वेदो नित्यम अधीयताम तद उदितम कर्मसु अनुष्ठीयताम. And already I have introduced the next line. तेनेशस्य vidhiyatam apachitihi. Apachitihi means prayer. Ishasya apachitihi vidhiyatam. Do it as it is a prayer to the Lord. Do the karma as though it's a prayer to the Lord. Ishasya apachitihi vidhiyatam. By that what will happen? Kamye matihi त्यज्यताम. ये गांठ टाइट बांधेगा तो काम्ये मति ही, my mati in, my thought in sakama karma will automatically loosen. Don't try to stop that. It will never stop. तुमको उधर से हाथ निकालने का है ना, तो दूसरा जगह पकड़ो, वो हाथ अपने आप निकल जाएगा. देखो बच्चे को कैसा हम देते हैं. बच्चा हाथ में अगर 500 रुपये का नोट पकड़ के ऐसा खेल रहा है, तुम उसका हाथ से पकड़ के खींचने जाएगा तो क्या होएगा? फटेगा. बच्चा नहीं छोड़ेगा. What do you do? Show another thing. The child will drop this and hold on to this. That is the time you will know, because the child didn't understand the value of this. एक लकड़ी विकड़ी कलर वाला दिखा तो the child is very happy. He has left the 500 rupee note. Exactly like that. ईशस्य अपचितिहि विधीयताम. Automatically this child will live काम्ये मतिस्त्यज्यताम. समझ में आ रहा है? Are you able to get that? Very nicely worded. The complete first line is so beautifully brahmacharya ashrama, grihastha ashrama, move into vanaprastha also. Does it make sense? Are we getting, is it clear or is it tough? I am seeing blankness. हाँ ना कुछ बोलो. Okay, right? So we will continue. It is already 11:10. First line we have done. We will continue it next time. Okay. वेदो नित्यमदीयतां तदुदितं कर्मस्वनुष्ठीयतां तेनेशस्य विधीयतामपचितिः काम्ये मतिस्त्यज्यताम्. Okay, चलो. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरिः ओम. Okay, my battery is running low, but then quickly I want to make an announcement. We will have on 26th, that is on Monday, Vidyarambha is there. I will give a particular time slot when I am going to start for 10-15 minutes or half an hour a new topic. I will check with Swamiji. Whatever time, if you all are available, join it. If you are not available, forget about it. Don't worry on that. But then let me start the new topic on that day, right? For Vidyarambha. Okay. So wish you all a happy Dasara. Today evening we have Saraswati Puja. Tomorrow there is no learning at all. All classes are cancelled because of Saraswati Puja. So tomorrow is Puja day, no learning. And we start learning day after tomorrow. So 3 times Saraswati Puja. Today evening, tomorrow morning, tomorrow evening, and then Vidyarambha. Okay. In case my computer gets stopped, don't worry. I'll have to switch it off. If there is anything, you can ask me. Right? Chalo. Okay then. Hari Om.